you guys have already articulated it, I think, is you get exposure to the current students, and these guys are gonna be the future leaders. In fact, I was a graduate of this program last year, apparently, and so I am now leveraging you guys and trying to get you in here because you're gonna have a lot of exposure to these students here who will then be managers elsewhere, which is great. In fact, some of my here we go. Some of my friends are working in the area at other restaurants. I cannot get you 9 restaurants, I'll tell you that. So
Sure.
unfortunately, we can't get 200,000 pounds. However, I would say that I would feel comfortable in the next 12 months getting you 50,000 pounds total with other restaurants. And then further, I would say in 6 months, I can get 2 more people. So let me make sure I have the numbers right here. So in 6 months, like if we sign like
6
today,
months,
hypothetically, yeah, you will have a total of 30,000 pounds, which is 2 other customers. And then 12 months from today, you will have a total of 50,000 pounds, whether that's 4 or 5 total customers, I'm not sure which one. Some of my friends work in larger restaurants. But in 12 months' time, if I tell you that I will put myself responsible for getting you 50,000 pounds of coffee per year in sales, and if I don't, then you can do a clawback provision in your in the contract that we will sign that we would require you to pay back the difference that you've given us for the discount. Well, would that help out some on the price?
I think we would be more comfortable as a company not going with a clawback system, but rather a reward system for whatever's done, and we can renegotiate the contract on, let's say, like a 3-month basis. So as soon as you secure those customers, you see a discount in your price.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of just like a referral program. I know we're just new to the market. We don't really know how feasible it is at this point. That those other hotels. I mean, we do trust you, but we don't really know the market well enough to know if our coffee is going to succeed on a larger scale. We just know that this hotel seems like a strong fit for our product currently.
I think you mentioned your goal was 100,000 pounds in a year.
Yeah.
So you're confident, but there's always definitely some uncertainty here, which is understandable.
Right. So for example, for each customer you get is 10 cents off a pound for us, transportation costs.
Mm-hmm.
You know, instead of doing that up front, how about 20 cents later on per 10,000 pounds that you're able to secure for us?
That would be something more interesting, because I do know that transportation is a direct relation, and which is good, a direct savings for your cost. Additionally, we would be saving you guys a lot of time and effort in marketing by doing it this. So I think this is a good place that we're headed right now. So I would say that you guys are going to be saving a lot of money on marketing and driving around and doing the sales pitches and so on. So I don't know how would you feel about this, but I like where this is going, where we have a rewards program. I think I'm open to that. That way, the clawback can get kind of ugly, and then lawyers and so on. So I think I'm willing to pay maybe a little more than we're comfortable with, as long as you trust that I'm confident that we can get those discounts later on when we do secure additional customers on their behalf. Can we do so? If I can do 40,000 more pounds. Can we do say like 40 cents per pound, maybe on the first one, and then like maybe step it down so you guys, I know you still have to make your money, but if we do like, let's see here, 40 cents per pound on the first one, and maybe 30 cents on the next one, and then 20 cents for the third and fourth ones, because once you build that momentum, that'll be, I think, easier and easier because the brand will be around the area. And again, we would be responsible for that legwork.
Do you know any information about your fellow hotel colleagues?
No, but what I can do is relay the information that I have, and that is that a higher quality coffee generally increases the sales in restaurants. And my classmates, well, I guess my former classmates now, the fellow alumni, they would trust that my word on this one. And I really do believe, I mean, I do have legit reasons to believe that your coffee does increase sales in restaurants, which is big for us as well. I know cost is very important for us. So if we can, I know increasing cost might not be the best thing here right now in your mind. If we can increase our revenue as well a lot more than our costs, I think that might be something that we should look at exploring here, if you're comfortable with that. I do think it's important though that we kind of, if I help you guys out, I would love to do that, and I would like to be kind of compensated for like as we're talking about here, if that's okay with you guys.
Okay. What are your thoughts?
So if I'm getting this correct, you're talking about 4 additional customers.
Yes.
And a total price discount, if everything works out, of 110 off of our original offer. Is that correct?
Let me have a look here.
Sounds right.
which brings us, I think, to 684.
Did I say 40, 30, 30, 20?
You
40,
said
30,
40,
20,
20, 20.
20 in the last two.
40, 30, 20, 20?
Yes.
Okay, I wrote down 30, that's kind of funny. I'm not trying to, you guys mind, I think I was just tired a little bit, sorry.
We're walking.
Yeah, we're wired on copies,
You guys
so
suck.
we got everything.
We're done.
So I think you're right. This is a good route to go. The future price negotiation.
Mm-hmm.
And I think one thing we'd be interested in with that is some assurance on price. I mean, of what you're doing on that end, what we're getting for those additional pounds.
Mm-hmm.
And I think we'd be comfortable committing to that if you could get the $8.10 a pound for those additional customers.
Is that the, I guess we don't have that information, is
That's our
855
average.
or, okay, that's your average?
8.10 is the average, and we're comfortable with that if you're able to. If we're gonna move forward with the discounts, I think we need an assurance on price with those.
That makes sense for you guys,
Yeah.
okay. I guess I would say that these are just restaurants that I'm thinking of, they're not university hotels where we have the students of doing the hotel administration degree. So I could tell them that this is fantastic coffee, and really, in the next few months, I could show them the data that shows our increase in food sales and overall sales, that I'm really confident that's actually gonna happen. So I can show them that data, and they might have the same graphs that we have of this is a lot more money, oh my gosh, what's gonna happen to our costs, holy cow, they're increasing. And I would say, don't worry about it, we've increased maybe like by 5 or 10% of sales, which is great.
Yeah, and that factors in kind of, you mentioned our average restaurant price being the $8.55. That kind of factors in the Pittsburgh cost of living. So I think it should be reasonable for you to get.
Well, I don't know, and I don't have like other numbers here unfortunately to
Sure.
negotiate, but I think 810 might be a little bit high for that. Well, yeah, can we do $8 flat for that? Is that okay, just as it's a rounder number if for nothing else?
I think that's going to be our final deal.
The 8?
The 8.10, yeah. We're not.
No, wait, what, sorry?
The 8.10, sorry.
810?
Yeah.
Okay, for the other customers.
Yeah.
Could you summarize that to?
Sure, so like,
Yeah.
so I'm going to get other restaurants to purchase this coffee as well for 10,000 pounds per year. And then for every restaurant we get, if I can get up to 4 restaurants, we would get a discount on our price for the coffee. They will not get a discount, but we
So
would.
we have with our potential customers are 3 customers, right?
4.
4. So we and the Hamburg Cafe and the Simons restaurant and Andrew.
All that together is 10,000 pounds. That we are one customer.
Okay. Then so you're trying to seek the 3 additional customers.
4.
Then first when we get the first customer, we discount the 0.4.
Yes.
Second customer
In 3-month intervals.
3 months.
Yeah.
So
So every
if
3
you
months
get-
we'll revisit.
If you get all 4 in that first 3-month period, that discount will come off at that point in time.
Mhm.
Yeah, can we just say event-based versus time-based? So like at the point we get a second customer, say, we can renegotiate the contract right at that time when those guys sign the ink for theirs. But you just mentioned 3 months, it's kind of like, kind of arbitrary. I would say if we take longer, certainly we should not get a discount. But if we do it really fast, then I think we should get that discount at the time of the signing. Does that seem fair?
How about this? We're talking 4 customers in the year period, and we had said 3-month intervals for negotiation. So if you don't get that first customer in that 3-month period, 10 cents comes off of that 40 cents. So it would be 30 cents. If you still obtain them, you'll get 30 cents off the dollar, but if it's after the 3-month period. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does. So that incentivizes us to get moving on this quickly.
Right.
So we can show that we're true to our word.
Mm-hmm.
I'm okay with that. So I mean, for every 3-month period that we don't get, like, so we're gonna say like 1 per 3-month period is like is like the standard, I guess.
Mhm.
And if we fail to achieve that at any one of those 3 months, then we'll get 10 cents less money, 10 cents less per pound discount.
Right.
Okay, I'm okay with that if we do increase the second one by a little bit more because that's putting more risk on us, which I'm okay with. But I do want to make sure I'm putting my time here, so because it will take maybe more time. I want to be aggressive on this. So if we can agree to that one, I'm okay with that. But I would want us to do like 40-40, and then the first 2 should probably be the most difficult because then after the first 2, the word should be easier to spread
First
around.
2 is 0.4. Then third customer, when we get the third customer, 0.3. Then first customer, fourth customer, when we get the fourth customer, you discount 0.2. It's my understanding, correct? 0.4, 0.4, 0.3, and 0.2.
So, okay. I'm sorry, you said 4,
4,
4, 4,
Four.
3,
2,
2.
3, 2.
And you also want 1 month. You also want a word system for this.
Oh,
You also want an award system for this, or is this 3-month intervals?
what's the award system?
For how we, when you secure an
Mhm.
additional customer, you want that at the time that you secure the customer.
Yes. And then if we fail to do it, yes is the answer to your question.
I don't know that we can do 4, 4, 3, 2.
Yeah, that's, you know, getting pretty close to our, you know, some of our cheapest rates if you're able to secure those. And,
Well, so at that time, well, you'll be at 50,000, so you'll be halfway to your goal of 100,000 within a year. So if we can do this, it's kind of a tall order for us, to be honest. I mean, because we're pretty much doing we're doing literally half of your job. No,
Right.
We're doing 4 nights, we're doing 45% of your job for the next 12 months, which I'm fine to do because I have, you know, some good colleagues in the area. And at this time, well, you'll have 50,000 pounds, and if you guys can get 5 more people to sign up while you're doing what you're doing right here today, and it's 12 months, you'll have achieved your goal of 100,000 pounds in a year.
Well, I just want to go back to a point that you made. I don't expect you to be doing this on your own. As the VP of sales, I certainly want to have a relationship with you as you go out and secure these other clients, and I'm happy to be available to you at whatever type of time frame that you need for that. So I just want to make sure that we're clear that this will be a relationship between the two of us, but you know the contacts.
Mhm.
So it will be really crucial for you to spread goodwill for us. But I just wanted to make sure that you knew that I was available as a resource to you as you go forward with this.
Thanks, appreciate that. I do want to make sure I'm pulling my weight though. I don't want to be like, here's some names, I'll give you a
Sure.
discount because that's not cool for you guys, you know?
Right.
I want to
No,
make sure
I-
I'm pulling my weight.
Relationship
Yeah,
between the
okay.
two of us.
and something we haven't talked about yet in this scheme is that we're only interested in a 1-year RFP at this time. That's what we responded to, and I think we're going to stick to that being our horizon for this contract. So I want, you know, just to be clear on that we would then, if you'd like to continue service with us, which I think you will, you'll see some of the real impacts that you'll have on your revenue with your restaurants, you know, in the hotels with coffee, also at the cafe, that at a year's time we would then renegotiate a new deal.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
I don't want to get too carried away with the discounts on this. If we back up just, I think, one step, we were at like 40, 30, 20, 20.
40, 40, 30, 20.
We're-
But yeah, I'm happy to hear a response. if
Okay,
you'd like.
so I feel like we moved a lot just to negotiate on a award basis versus the 3-month.
Mhm.
And I wasn't really comfortable going forward with the 40, 40, 30, 20. There we're talking about, what, $1.50 a pound off for those first 4 customers. I mean, at some point, we've moved into new markets before. At some point, we can do our own marketing. So I don't want to get out of hand with these, you know, discounts for the system. I do want to provide an incentive for you to help us move into that, and also so that, you know, you can be our first customer in this region. But I think I would like to back up to the 40, 30, 20, 20 with instant discount upon a new customer.
40, 30.
20, yeah.
Or each 3 months, right? So
This would be,
No,
this would be
one.
award system. So
This is where when we get a new customer, we get that discount immediately,
Mm-hmm.
not wait for the next 3-month thingy.
Yeah.
So it's an event-based, not a time-based.
And then if you're comfortable with that, we're at 764 now,
Mm-hmm.
and you would be down to 654
Mm-hmm.
as soon as you're able to secure those 40,000 additional pounds,
Mm-hmm.
or
Is that,
or 4 additional customers. I'm
Four.
sorry. Yeah,
is that not?
the 110, right?
Yeah, because it's 110
Yeah.
total, right? So 764.
So we're at
Off of 660.
oh, I thought we were at 7. Okay, sorry.
I had 684 is what we
Okay.
were looking at.
Okay.
Is that?
Just to rehash, internal
Yeah.
powwow. I totally
Like to
spaced
take
out there.
a brief recess.
So what was the first move we made?
We made to 774 for the 10 cents off
Okay.
per cut because they were talking about pulling in 2
Mhm.
customers, and then we said 764 as another incentive.
Yeah.
But then when we were talking about going back to a customer, having incentives per customer,
Mhm.
I thought we brought that back up to the original RFP.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Sorry. I thought you were saying that we'd gone down to $6.54 a pound. I don't know.
I have
Like,
684.
Wholesale. Okay.
Yeah,
Right. Okay.
which I think is fair.
Yeah. So we'd be
To
at.
bring it back in.
Sorry, there's so many numbers on this page.
I know.
So we'd be at 684 after our discount. Now that I can do what I think is simple math. Okay.
It's late, it's Monday. I get it.
After the discount, can I ask a clarify?
Sure.
So after the discount, so 684. If we get, if we offer, if we introduce a 4 customers and then these 4 customers have a new contract with you, at this point, so our rate becomes 684.
Correct.
Mhm.
Just a moment. So you start from the 794, right?
Mhm.
Mhm.
Then point 40, 40, 30, 20. Then if we add everything, we receive the discount to $1.3.
Right, we had said that we were not comfortable with 40, 40, 30, 20.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
And that was based off of if we were going to do 3-month increments,
Mhm.
which we've taken off the table. We're happy to provide this discount when the customer is secured.
Yeah.
So their counter was 40, 30, 20, 20.
Mhm.
So that would be a total of $1, yeah, $1.10.
Yeah.
There's a lot of numbers flying around.
Yeah.
I think it's
We've gotten pretty creative with this.
Yeah, let me,
Right.
let me catch up a little bit.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, we were
Okay.
normally not this
Now I got
creative
the point.
with our negotiations. We were trying our best to accommodate you. Pittsburghers are weird.
Okay, now please continue to talk about the term. So 3 months and then 1 month, and also volume point. So we can discuss about the new customer, right?
Yeah, so there's no 3-month thing anymore. That's no more 3 months. That's not, we won't discuss because it's either going to be a time-based discount
Mm-hmm.
or event-based. And the event here is we get more customers on.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's more, that really aligns the incentives much better because if I get like all 4 people and I go gangbusters and we get all 4 customers within 3 months, why should we have to wait 3 or 6 or 9 months for more discounts when we've achieved what we've agreed to achieve? So I mean, I like this. I don't love it, but I like it because I am doing a lot of more legwork here in conjunction with you for sure. So I mean, what do you think of this? Because this is gonna be requiring me to have a little more work, but it's 684 is where we are right now.
So
Where would you like to be?
yeah, again,
Where?
Oh,
Where would you like to be?
so again, so
Yeah,
525.
but it's the same. It's much higher quality coffee.
Yeah.
How can we pay the same price for much higher quality
Yeah,
coffee?
we can't. That's not a starting point for our company.
So-
This is a small customer in a new market that's hard to service.
Yeah, so
We have plenty of
that's-
customers.
Mhm.
That's not the issue.
But we trying to help you to the expanding the market in the Pittsburgh city. Then so yeah, I had your suggestion to discount the rate, but as I said before, so we want to pay at least the maximum is 525. I cannot pay more than 520.
Then we don't have a deal.
Yeah,
We can-
we certainly don't want to waste any more of your time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It's my experience in Pittsburgh. So Pittsburgh customer doesn't want to pay if we cannot make a profit if we buy the more than 525.
We've given you plenty of reasons. You're at 480 now for a garbage coffee. This is the best coffee on the East Coast,
Yeah.
hands down. It's more than 40, it's worth a lot more than 40 cents additional than what you're paying right now. I think you need to, or 45 cents. Get that thought out of your mind. If we want to make a deal here, you're gonna have to move a lot more than that, so.
Again, 525 is well below what we pay, what we have dealt with our best customers, our longest term, our highest
Yep.
volume,
Mhm.
and this is a really small account. It's just not doable.
Would you be more agreeable to paying a little more if we, I can't see the if part, just no.
No. No. So,
These are awesome. Everyone's at different positions, their interest on their
Right.
sheets of paper.
yeah.
So if I told you that we would increase sales by $10 million for better coffee, you would not want to pay more money for the coffee?
Yeah, I think so.
You would say no? If I would say, if we pay, like, just hypothetically speaking, I don't know what your sheet says, obviously we have to abide by what the sheet says, which is where this conflict comes up. But if I said, if we got this more expensive coffee and it brought in, $40,000 per month extra revenue because we have higher food sales, because people like the coffee, so more people come into the restaurant. So we have way more money that more than compensates for the cost of the coffee, you would still say no?
No, so again, so.
So we should buy the same coffee as before then?
I think that, my opinion is even if the high quality coffee, our maximum price is $5.25.
Okay.
So currently, so we pay less than $5.25 for the normal coffee. Then so our customers acceptable for the current normal coffee with this less than $5 price. Then in my view, so even if we offer the high quality to Pittsburgh people, $5.25 is maximum. That is
Okay.
my economical view in Pittsburgh.
Okay.
Mm.
Right? Well,
Well, you're the boss man, I can't make you, it's not gonna.
I mean, I will try one more exercise.
Mm.
If I'm in your shoes and I'm not gonna pay more than $5.25 a pound, then it's not a deal. If you're in my shoes,
Mm-hmm.
the best customers that we have anywhere, highest volume, they've been with us
Like
the
the over
longest,
100,000 pounds. like
are
those
paying,
guys.
yeah,
well,
$5.85 a pound. And we're being transparent with what that is. You're not even close to that. So,
With $5.85.
$5.85, correct.
If we buy 100,000
Our
pounds
best,
or whatever.
yeah,
it is, right?
and you're nowhere near that, just to be frank, with all due respect. So, and if you're in my shoes, we're already offering a discount with the $7.94. Restaurants, which is gonna be the majority of the use here, pay an average of $8.55 a pound. And we're disclosing all this information with you that we didn't really plan to, but, we really wanna make a deal here. And all of, an average customer in other cities where the, cost of living and coffee in general is probably more expensive, are paying $8.10 a pound. We're already below that, so if you wanna make a deal, like, if $5.25 is all you can move, then it's not gonna happen. But if you wanna make a deal, that's the information that we have that we can disclose to you. And if you're a senior vice president in my shoes, I think you would laugh at a deal, similarly.
let me try one more out of the box idea. We do trainings for our employees and for our suppliers and things like that. What if one of our small to mid-sized trainings we hosted in Pittsburgh at your hotel?
Absolutely.
Oh, so you hold the event at the hotel, so we get a few nights of a couple hundred people to come in to stay at the hotel?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what do you think about that? They're giving us business for 3 or 4 nights. Well, how long are these trainings? Just make
A weekend.
So
Sure.
2 nights, and
2
we'll say
nights, yeah.
100 people or something, or 50 people.
Yeah,
Yeah.
100.
100,
So
100 people.
we're selling 100. We're selling 200 nights in the hotel if we agree to do this kind of thing. So that's immediate money in our pocket that costs us nothing. And so let's say we charge an average of
Yeah.
I don't know, 100.
How much we can save this year?
How much can we make on that? Is that what you're
Yeah,
asking?
yeah.
So let's say it's well, I'm the food and beverage guy. I would say that's $120 per night average.
You guys
Actually,
know.
Let's say it's $150 because it's a weekend. So weekend's probably a little pricier. So it's $150, $150 per night, and we sell 200 hotel nights. That's, you know, 30 grand right there of revenue that they're giving to us. Right there, that's nice. And, so let's just do a little more math here, just so I can
Sure.
have this. So that's $30,000, it's revenue, not profit. So revenue, and then we would say, if we buy 10,000 pounds of coffee, really that's worth, what's revenue, not profit, that's the problem. We'll say that our profit margin is 15% on the
Yeah,
hotel.
like we told you, we think you can sell it for, you know, whole, or, you know, a la carte to customers, $8.55 a pound, it sounds like.
Well, I'm just saying, like, so his concern is the price, and he's
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
blind to everything else.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
So I'm just saying, I'm trying to work out
Yeah, I
how
always
much
calculate
more.
based on the unit price. He's calculated.
Yeah, so we calculate the profit margin we have, and then turn that into how much more we can pay per pound of coffee given 10,000 pounds for 1 year.
Okay.
So let's say we make $4,500 on this one event that you agreed to host. Thank you very much.
Mhm.
And if that's the case, $10,000 or 10,000 pounds of coffee, that's like it's 45 cents per pound of coffee.
Hey guys, you're gonna have to wrap it up shortly.
So we can pay 45 cents more per pound of coffee and still come out ahead, but with this.
Okay. No deal.
Okay.
Okay.
We tried.
So thank you very much.
Thank you.
Appreciate your time.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you. It was fun.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Teammate.